Welcome back, Leo. Thank you for joining me for your weekly messages. My name is Emily Gear. I am a multidimensional channel and a transformative energy healer. Part of my dog making noises underneath my desk. So I am here with your weekly messages. As I said, this does happen to be the week of the Lionsgate. And even if you're coming across this video at another time, it is for you if it resonates with you. So it does not have to be for the specific week that I am recording it. So I'm just kind of feeling into the messages for you guys for this week. The first thing I'm feeling is a sense of needing to choose between, I feel like choosing between your two natures, okay? If you have two natures about you. There is definitely a more ego sort of driven nature where you might make choices out of fear or wanting to dominate in some way. I mean, all those things kind of narrow down to fear anyway. The other nature is something like an ability to overcome. So it's almost like overcoming versus taking the easy way out. Okay. And the easy way out being sort of that ego fear kind of mentality. And I think that the advice is to kind of travel the path less traveled, to allow yourself an adventure in this case. To trust your intuition, to trust yourself, to go a new way, to not follow what has been expected or what you have expected or what others think that you will do. You don't have to prove anything to anyone. And it's all about, this is going to sound so stereotypical and lame, but it's all about following your heart. And it really is. It's about following that deep inner guidance. And it's not just intuition, but this is really like, this is a magnetic attraction to something, someone, some situation, I really feel like it's bigger than a certain person or a certain thing. It's almost like a life path or something. Now, granted, that's how my readings tend to go, so it might actually filter down into something very specific for you. So if that resonates for a relationship or a job or something like that, then certainly take it as it resonates. But I'm really feeling like there is this overall drive to begin to tap into that that nature of, I almost feel like there's an activist nature here coming out in you. And it could be that you are getting involved in political activism, or that you seek through your career or through your mission work to create equality between people, to rescue animals, to help the elderly, to make sure that, the disabled are provided for. I mean, it could be any number of things, whatever it is that attracts you. I'm just listing a few things. And that you're really choosing either between feeling the anger and defeat of seeing that kind of pain and suffering around you, or really stepping in there and, tossing in some work, I guess, or or throwing your hat in the ring, or something, some kind of way of participating, which is going to feel exhilarating and yet terrifying to you because it is so far outside of what you are used to doing. I really feel like this opens a door to a new kind of love. Like, it could literally be a relationship, but in other ways, it's almost like a path of loving, appreciating, and getting yourself aligned with life in a way that's different than you have in the past. I swear, whenever I do recordings, it just doesn't stop. The dog drinking, the dog coughing, I have 4 of them, and it's just, they're nonstop. I love them. I love them so much. Anyway, so this is starting something new and like passionate in your life. And it might be a new passion, literally going out and demonstrating for some social ill, or starting a new business to do so. This is throwing your hat in the ring in some way. And I don't want to impose my own ideas about what that means upon what you're doing here. You're discovering another love in your life. And it absolutely can be a person. But for many of you, it's going to be something else that gives you purpose. It makes your life feel like it has purpose. And you're going to carry this torch for this thing. Okay. You're going to joyfully and happily defend those that are, to me, it's coming to me as if you're defending those that are less fortunate, because I'm also getting the sense of like creating justice in an unjust world or society, that you are bringing in stability, or you are bringing in structure to an unjust world in some way. Maybe you are literally working in the legal system. Maybe you are literally going out and speaking to groups of people. Maybe you are literally writing essays that are meaningful to what our world is going through at this time. Maybe you are literally speaking up for something that is meaningful to you, in that that is a point of great debate at this time. Again, I don't want to impose my own views on anybody here. So I do feel like, in some sense, that through this new passion, this new love of yours, this torch you're carrying, you are providing, you're sort of being the tool of justice. You're a tool. No, that's not what I mean. You're kind of being the hand of justice, or maybe more exactly, you are, almost want to say you're birthing justice. Okay? It's like you're birthing justice in whatever situation it is, whatever way is appropriate in this sense. This reignites your heart in a way. And this is all about that heart opening we've been talking about in some of the other videos, the one that I did for the Lionsgate, the energy report, and the energy report that I did for the new moon in Leo. Much of that is about the divine feminine. And so here we are talking about birthing justice. But also it's about this heart awakening that's occurring. And it's almost, so this is interesting. It feels like, how Leo is the sign opposite of Aquarius on the horoscope. And Aquarius is so much that sign of the people and of social movements and equality and stuff like that. And Leo is opposite to that. It's the sign of the king. It's the sign of sovereignty. And to me, this is something like integrating the two. Because as you choose that higher nature, you're pulling the power of the sovereign, and you're pulling it in favor of this torch that you're carrying for the whole, for unity, for the community, for justice. Okay? I don't know if that makes any sense. I'm just pulling the words through. The greater question here is, how does this align with your truth? And I think what might actually feel so scary, what actually might feel like a huge departure or a big leap out of what you're used to or what you think is expected of you, is because this process has been or is or will be a transformation. Your truth is not transforming necessarily, but you are transforming around it, in the sense that, our truth is within us and it can take some time to get to it. So you are in the process of getting to it, and you as a being are transforming as a result. And so that's kind of the advice, is to just make that transformation, not to fear it as you choose between your higher and lower selves, is kind of what, with the higher mind, the higher and lower self. I'm going to say that the way of the transformation is the way that you're being called to move, is the way that you're being called to go, because what's on the other side of that is this torch of passion for creation, for society, for culture, for people, for community, for unity. Okay? Even if this for you does not come down to social action or community action, if this comes down to a relationship, the ideas are the same. Okay, you may be bringing justice into a difficult situation. You may be resolving karma with a person for the highest and best good, for your greater good, for their greater good, and bringing stability into a situation, being the leader, being the nurturer, being the person to care for, nurture, and support. Okay. I hope this is helpful for you guys. I am doing a extended relationship reading on Vimeo. The link to that is in the description box below. It's going to be a you and them reading. So I'm doing them a little differently than I have in the past. So we will do cards for you and we will do cards for them, and take a look at the situations together. So if you'd like to join me there, just follow the link in the info box below. Otherwise, I will see you guys next week. Okay. Thanks so much. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to my channel, and share this with your friends. Okay. Have a great night. Bye.